All right, Middle-Aged White Guy Reacts back again today with another video for you. And in today's video, we got Samson. All right. Now, we just did a Samson. I was jonesing for a little Samson, and somebody had left a comment in one of his other videos that he has another channel. So I went and checked out that channel. And so I just did Green and Yellow by him, a few days ago, maybe last week. And then he drops a song today. So I'm thinking he was probably just waiting for me to do another reaction to some of his older stuff. And then he was going to release this song, because I think in one of my reactions I said, hey man, every time I try to do some of your older stuff, you have a new song out. So, you know, he was being courteous to me. So I'm sorry for the long period of time in between Samson songs, because he was waiting for me to react. Okay, so I do apologize for that. But I did the reaction, so now he released his new song, and we're ready to go. All right, this is this is fresh off the presses here. This is like an hour old, maybe. I was not even planning on doing a reaction video right now. My kids had just went to bed. I came down here and was going to play VR video games until my face fell off, and noticed when I was looking at my YouTube on my phone that Samson has a new song. So that's what we're at. That's what we're doing. We have Samson, and this is Sixth Sense. All right. So let's just get into it and see what he has in store for us today. It's been a while, Samson. It's been a minute, man. Kind of worried about you there for a second, but he's alive, everybody. He's alive and well. So let's go. 1 second. Let me get this right there. Oh, there we go.
Fellow Americans, good morning.
Yeah.
Certain dates
Can't even look at it.
throughout history.
The January 6th insurrection. January 6th. The January.
Oh, the title makes so much sense now. Oh my god, the title makes so much sense now. It makes so much sense now. Oh, man. Okay. Oh, no, we don't need to go back. We can just play from here. Let's go.
January 6th Capitol insurrection.
January 6th.
January 6th.
January the 6th.
January 6th.
Including dates that instantly remind all who have lived through them where they were and what they were doing when our democracy came under assault.
These clear acts of sedition, violence, and terrorism.
A violent attack on the
I'm already getting fired up. Like, I'm already getting pissed off and fired up. This is not going to be good.
Capitol.
Such an attack on our democracy.
Violent attack to overthrow an
Okay. All right. Hold on.
terrorist attack on the Capitol.
Such an attack on our democracy.
Violent.
I don't think I have ever heard Brian Stelter's real voice. Okay. I didn't know that. I did not know that he didn't sound like that. I thought that when Mark Dice was showing us clips of him, that was his actual voice. I didn't know those were voiceovers. So you learn something new every day, apparently.
And terrorism.
A violent terrorist attack on the Capitol.
Such an attack on our democracy.
Violent attack to overthrow an election.
The worst attacks in American history.
If I can't have it my way, I'll burn
The fucking
my
hype.
country.
Oh, the hyperbole. Jesus
Dates
Christ.
that occupy not only a place on our calendars, but a place in our collective memory. December 7th, 1941.
Fuck you.
September 11th.
Fuck you.
2001.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
And January 6th, 2021.
Oh. All right, I need to get in the right frame of mind, because I'm already agitated just from seeing those clips, man. I'm pissed off now. So hold on. All right, let's shake it off. Shake it off. All right. Let's go.
Newsflash, nobody gives a fuck about it. We all admit that shit was pretty dumb, but that's about it.
Yep.
When we saw the news, we were shocked and we were kind of tense. Like, damn. Then we forgot about it by the 10th. Nobody's walking around stressing over Jan 6. It happened, and that was it. We haven't gave a damn since.
I mean, is he not right? You know, it's like, hey, it's kind of stupid. Okay. All I can picture from that day is the guy with the bullhorns and the old lady waving her flag in the Capitol building, and that's it. And Ashley Babbitt getting shot. You know, but like, to equate it with those other days that Heels Up was equating him with is it's frustrating. It's infuriating. You know, how are you going to say that January 6th was as bad or worse than Pearl Harbor or freaking September 11th? You know, kiss my ass. That's ridiculous. And like you said, we forgot about it by the 10th. The only reason it's still a thing is it's the only thing that leftists have to grab onto to keep throwing back at us. And it's like most of those people were either feds or fucking Antifa, for Christ's sake. All right, because I'm sorry, right-wingers don't throw smoke bombs, you know, but not even like smoke bombs. I'm talking like, you know, they throw like that you'd get in your fireworks pack, the little smoke bombs. I mean, like, you know, we don't use that shit. We don't do that shit. So as soon as that stuff started happening that day, I knew right away, those are feds and those are fucking Antifa.
He's walking around stressing over Jan 6. It happened and that was it. We haven't gave a damn since. It's all good when riots are kept in the hood, but now you're freaking out because this was in the neck of your woods. Now it's a big deal.
Like I said, you know, you can have a whole summer of love in some shithole fucking major city like Portland, all right? You know, and nobody cares because it's not affecting them at all. You bring it to their doorstep and then, you know, like I said, that wasn't even like a real thing. It was totally overblown, at the very least, overblown, all right? It wasn't even a riot.
Freaking out because this was in the neck of your woods. Now it's a big deal.
Could you imagine if it was like a Portland-style riot that day? Like, they would not even know what the hell to do. Yeah, they can, as long as that stuff's happening in the inner cities, they don't give a shit, all right? Keep it there, and we're fine.
Now it gets real. Now it's important to us. Not back then in 2020 when stores were boarded up. Not back then when goods were looted and folks were brutalized. Not then, but right now, because it happened to the suit and ties.
Yep.
Above my head. We were fucking shit up all.
But you know, the whole thing, man, the whole thing. I mean, the cops were letting people in, removing the barricades. Come on in, come on in. Like, you know, it was so obvious. It's so obvious what that day was. I don't even have to spell it out here. You know, I mean, Samson, you're going to get me fired up, man. You already got me fired up. Who are we kidding?
Because it happened to the suit and ties. That shit's way above my head. We were fucking shit up all year with demonstrations that left dozens dead. But people like Nancy didn't flinch. In fact, they loved it then. People will do what they do. Bitch, ain't that what you said?
Yep.
There's literally...
You know, and then listen, Maxine Waters out there, you know, working people up all the time, any chance she gets. Nancy Pelosi. Who else has done it? AOC probably, I'm sure. Ilhan Omar. I mean, they all advocate for this type of stuff from their base, okay? As soon as Republicans gather in more than a group of 4 or 5, like, it's, you know, the end of the world, though. It's ridiculous. And it's all a part of the double standard and the hypocrisy, and, you know, oh my God, I could just go on and on and on. I have to stop. I have to stop.
Then people will do what they do. Bitch, ain't that what you said? Yep. There's literally compilation videos of you and all your colleagues inciting this kind of crap. So it's very fascinating.
This happens every goddamn time. Every time I do a reaction to him, I say something in the very next bar, he says the exact same thing that I said. So I could, like I have said in other videos, just stop saying anything here because he's going to cover it all. But I like to talk on these. I like to pause. So that's what we're going to end up doing. But I have a feeling that it's going to follow the similar format as all his other reactions because the man is just dialed in.
Compilation videos of you and all your colleagues inciting this kind of crap. So it's very fascinating to watch you swallow your words. You put your own foot in your mouth and now you're forced to dial it back. It's fine when you encourage it and
but do they though? Do they dial it back? I mean, no, they'll come out and they'll like talk down about this event. But you know, the next time another Portland happens, you know, they're going to be rooting it on. Because they don't even attempt to avoid the double standards and the hypocrisy. Even if you call them out on it, doesn't matter. They just let it roll off of them like a duck lets water roll off its back. I mean, it's It just doesn't matter. They will turn around. They will say one thing and then turn around and contradict it the very next sentence. And they know everybody knows, and they don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. That's how the left operates. At least our politicians.
You word, you put your own foot in your mouth, and now you're forced to dial it back. It's fine when you encourage it in my town, in his town,
Yep.
in her town,
Yep.
the whole fucking city's being burnt down.
Yep.
You smile as you give the green light for mobs to rob shit, but as soon
Yep.
as it comes close to you, then it's a problem. Got it. I don't condone what happened on.
Oh, and look, who was it? Was Lori Lightfoot? Were they in her neighborhood at some point, and she didn't like that very much? And then there's another. It wasn't Newsom. Was it Newsom? It wasn't Newsom. Oh God, who was the guy in Pennsylvania? Was it him? I forget. There was another like mayor or governor or somebody that they were in his neighborhood. Okay, and they did not like that very much at all. So, same with reporters too. Reporters did that same shit. They're
But as soon as it
cheering it on when it was well, it wasn't in my neighborhood, but like he said, in his neighborhood, in my neighborhood, in that neighborhood, they were cheering it on. But as soon as it like, ho, put a stop to this shit right here. No way. It's like, fuck you guys, man.
fucking city's being burnt down, you smile as you give the green light for mobs to rob shit, but as soon as it comes close to you, then it's a problem. Got it. I don't condone what happened on that day, especially the officers that were assaulted. I would never dare. But as for all the politicians that were there, you fuck us over all the time, so don't expect us to care. I care more about the
What can you say about that? What can you say about that? You expect us to care? You think we give a shit? You spend all day figuring out different ways to screw us over. Come on. Wouldn't be a horrible thing. Would not be a horrible thing.
politicians that were there, you fuck us over all the time, so don't expect us to care. I care more about the store owner that's getting beat down in front of his shop just for trying to protect his place of business. He would probably help me if he saw me on the ground dying. Y'all wouldn't do a damn thing. Shit, you probably say good riddance. You walked right over me like I was a crack, and you were trying to save your mother's back like a 5-year-old kid. If you did acknowledge me, you probably nudge my body and go, aw, little fucker must have died of COVID.
Oh, you don't disappoint, Samson. Absolutely, you do not disappoint, my friend. Absolutely right. Spot freaking on.
Me, you probably nudge my body and go, aw, little fucker must have died of COVID. You know it's true. Stop bluffing. They do absolutely nothing that is trusting. Kamala, for you to compare this to Pearl Harbor and 9/11 is disrespectful and fucking disgusting. That's the most.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I mean, we're talking about events that had thousands of deaths. That, I mean, just by associations, you probably were affected in one way or another by those days, okay? If you were alive during Pearl Harbor and definitely, during 9/11. Like, you know somebody somewhere who knows somebody who was involved in that. It's just... They're tragic, tragic days. And to even think that this comes fucking close. Because some little old lady waved a flag in the fucking Capitol building. That's our goddamn building anyway. Jesus Christ. I need to stop. I need to stop.
Compare this to Pearl Harbor and 9/11 is disrespectful and fucking disgusting. That's the most self-centered thing that I've ever seen. Compared to those events, it's not even worth remembering. No one that I know is even still paying attention to it. We'd all forget this shit in like a month if nobody mentioned it. And you know it too. You're gonna milk this thing and squeeze it till it's bone dry and it won't drip any juice. While your stupid committee's wasting money convicting people from a year ago while CNN runs continuous loops.
And are they still locked up? Like, I mean, are they still... I've heard that there are people that are still locked up in, like, shit conditions from that day. Haven't had a trial, haven't been charged with anything. Like, that's pretty goddamn un-American, if you ask me. I think that pretty much violates the Constitution in several different ways. So, why isn't anybody talking about that? Why aren't there politicians who are doing anything about that? What's his name? Old One Eye. acted like, you know, there's nothing he could do about it. You know, he wishes that wasn't the case, but there's nothing he could do about it. And it's like Crenshaw. You know, I'm iffy about him, you know, in the first place, because he said some questionable things. All right, he's done some questionable things to let you know that, you know, he ain't as gung-ho as he says he is. Or maybe he is, and I'm misreading him. But, yeah, he act like he couldn't do anything. Like, you can't bring this up every day in Congress. You know, you can't get out there and get in front of that and put it in the news, you know, to make something happen on that front. But no, we'll just keep them locked up indefinitely, keep them in solitary, and, you know, I mean, if these people have been in solitary for any length of time since the 6th, their minds are mush. They're gone. I mean, they're fucked in the head at this point. You can't be confined for that amount of time, separated from other people, and be a normal human being after that. This is not how that works. Your mind will break. They probably broke a long time ago. Probably just babbling idiots at this point.
Committees wasting money convicting people from a year ago while CNN runs continuous loops. We would rather hear you address a million other issues. We don't want to listen to you cry. Get a fucking tissue. So many things could be dealt with in a jiff, but you would rather sit in front of us and smell your own shit. I refuse to show concern for a group of people that I have no respect for. I won't go there. I'm not happy about it. I'm not mad.
Oh, Sammy. What can you say to that? Is there any disagreeing with that? I am so disenfranchised with politicians on both sides of the aisles at this point. Like, to me, we need to get them all out and start fresh with a fresh group. I mean, but just replacing the politicians isn't going to solve the problem. You need to get at the bureaucracy behind them, you know, the staffers and whatnot. Like, the whole thing needs flushed at this point, you know. Because it's too far gone. It's too far gone. And both sides, there's no motivation for them to actually do anything to better our lives or to help us or to fulfill campaign promises that they made. You know, no motivation. All right. You get in office and then you position yourself to get elected the next time it comes up. That's it. That's all you're trying to do. And if you pass a bill or two, great. You know, but if you don't do shit, look at AOC's going on what, 5-6 years of being a senator now, or what? Is that right? I know she or was it 2 and then another election? However long she's been, 2-3 years. I know she was elected and then re-elected, so she's at least done 1 term. Has she even put forth any sort of legislation? No, she doesn't have to. You just go out there and you rah-rah and you position yourself for your next election. And you don't do shit. And that's your job as a politician. So. Fuck them.
I refuse to show concern for a group of people that I have no respect for. I won't go there. I'm not happy about it. I'm not mad about it either. I'm just neutral on the issue. I just don't care.
I wish I could. I was at that point. I flip between I don't care and I am super pissed off. All right, and like especially, and that's the goal with all this the last couple of years is to demoralize people. All right, so I fight myself against that. I try to not let myself not care. But some days it's just like I can't do politics today. I can't do it today. And I find myself having a lot more of those days lately than I have in the past year or 2, 3 years. And, you know, that's partially, not the whole reason, but that's a small percentage of the reason why I don't upload as regularly. Is because a lot of the artists I do, they're hitting very heavy political topics or just social issues that, you know, are based in politics, rooted in some way or another. So it's just like some days I just don't have the energy for it. Just don't want to do it. Don't want to deal with it. Don't even want to think about it. Yeah. So I fight the apathy. Okay. I fight against the apathy constantly because I could just black pill myself, roll over, and not give a fuck ever again. I can't allow that because that means they would win at that point. So I can't allow that to happen. It's a constant struggle, though, at this point. It's a constant struggle.
mad about it either. I'm just neutral on the issue. I just don't care. Yeah, I'm back.
I think we're going to get a few more from him in some rapid succession here. Yeah, I think we're going to get some more songs from Samson coming over the next month, 2 month, 3 months, something like that. That was nice. That was nice. Again, I mean, the man's spot on. The man's spot on. You know, what can you say? But yeah, you know, that whole thing's ridiculous. I can't even look at Kamala heels up. It's just seeing her stupid face just aggravates me. You know, I just can't take it. Can't take it. I guess that'll do it, though. That'll be the reaction. Middle-aged white guy is out. Peace.